Good morning, year ones. Welcome to your maths lesson. Today we're learning to count forwards and backwards to 50 and our success criteria. So firstly, we need to count forwards from 0 to 50, which we have practiced lots already. Then once we're confident with that, we need to practice counting backwards from 50 to 0 and count on in ones from any given number to 50. And then the really tricky part, count backwards in ones from any given number. All right, so our starter today, we're going to be finding numbers on the 100 square, or this section of the 100 square. So I'm going to pause between each question, and after you've answered each question, we will say the or find the answer together, because I think it makes a bit more sense for this one. So firstly, find the number. This number here, what does that say? Can you tell me? That's right, 13. Can you find the number 13 on the screen? Okay, hopefully you found that fairly quickly, because 13 is not a huge number, so we know that it must be near to the top of the 100 square. And remember yesterday we talked about looking along each row, because along each row it has the same number of tens right up until you get to the last number anyway. And if you look down each column, then the numbers have the same number of ones. So you might have used those two little bits of knowledge to help you find 13. So 13 has 110 in it. It's a teen number. So I'm looking down the rows. Here are all of our teen numbers. All these numbers have 110 in them. And here is 13. Did you find 13 as well? Excellent. Right. Next, number 2. Find the number. What number is this? Well done if you said 43. And can you find the number 43 on the 100 square? Okay, so 43, that's a number in the 40s, 4 tens. So look down the rows. Here are all the 40s. All of these numbers have 4 tens. And here is 43. Okay, number 3, find the number. What number is that? That's right, 25. Can you find 25? Pause if you need to. So 25 is in the 20s, numbers with 2 tens. So looking down each row, here they are. Here are the 20s. All these numbers have 2 tens, and here is 25. And then number 4, find the number. What number is this? Well done if you said 35. Now can you find it on the 100 square? Pause if you need to. So 35 has 3 tens in it. It's a number in the 30s. So let's find the row that has the 30s. Not this row, not this row. Here it is. 32, 33, 34, 35. Excellent. Now, the big question, it's a true or false today. And Stevie is saying there are how many muffins? What does this number say? Well, I don't know if you said 32. So Stevie said there are 32 muffins. Oh, look at them. They look delicious. Looks like some chocolate chip ones in there, maybe some raspberry. Making me hungry. So, are there 32 muffins? Is that true? So, is it true or false that there are 32 muffins? Pause if you need to work out your answer. So, I'm afraid, Stevie, that is false. So there aren't 32 muffins. How many muffins are there? Now, can we use our skills from yesterday? Can we count in tens? We can, can't we? Because on each tray, there are 10 muffins. What about these 3 though? What do we need to do when we get to these? Did you say we need to count on? Okay, that's exactly right. We do need to count on. So first of all, we're counting tens, and then we'll count on to find the total number. So if we look at this tray, there are 10. And then 10 more is, well done if you said 20. And we've got our section of 100 square here as well. Remember that if we're counting in tens, we're looking down this last column. So we've got 10, 20, and then if we count on from 20, what's the next number? Not 30. If you said 30, it's not 30 because we're not adding another 10. We're only adding 3 more. So it's it's 21, 22, 23. If we look at the 100 square, there's 20. Counting on, the next number is 21, 22, 23. So actually, there are 23 muffins, Stevie. I think you got your digits the wrong way around. Okay, so our vocabulary, counting on, which is what we've just been doing, starting from a number and counting up from there. So we just did it with the muffins, if you look back. So we started, well, we counted in tens, got to 20, and then we counted on from 20. So we've already had practice doing that today. And then represent, remember, is just another word for showing. So if you represent a number, it means you show that number using a picture or using resources or numerals or a number word. Lots of possibilities. Okay, so let's practice counting forwards and backwards on our number square then. So join in with me. We're going to start with counting forwards from 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, so if you found that really easy, then brilliant, we've made a great start. If you really struggled to do that, then what we need to be doing is making sure we get lots of practice of counting up to 50 using 100 square. So if you are able to, go onto Teams in the maths file, there is 100 square that can be printed that will help you support you in practicing counting and also support you through your maths lessons over the next few weeks. If you found that really easy, then counting backwards is going to be our next step. It gets a bit trickier. So if we're counting backwards from 50, what number do we need to start on? That's right, we need to start on 50. Okay, are you ready? Count with me. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, well done. Was that a little bit harder than counting forwards? I thought it might be. Okay, so we're going to use those skills today in our learning. Now, I've made sure that each of these slides has our section of the 100 square on it because as we're only just starting to work with numbers up to 50, it's really useful to have it there. It's not cheating to use it. I know that some of you are always reluctant to use any resources that we have because you think that you need to do it in your head for it to be proper maths. That's not the case at all. We always need to make sure we use our resources. Just like we use our sound maths when we're writing, we need to use any resources that we need to help us with our maths too. So we've got some representations here of some numbers. and we're going to be counting forwards. These pictures represent numbers counting forwards. So our first step is going to be to work out what this first picture represents. So I can see that each of these shapes are 10. So I can use my skills of counting in tens for this part, and my counting on skills to count the counters that are extra. So we've got 10, 10 more is 20, and then counting on 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So my first number is 28. Now, if I don't know how to write the number 28, have a look at your 100 square. So look for the row where there are all the 20s, all of the numbers that have 2 10s in them, to find the number 28. So here's the row with all the 20s, 28. Okay, so 28 is the first number. And remember, we are counting forwards. And as we can see with each picture, each time there is more. That's how we know that we're counting forwards, because the numbers get bigger, so the representations show more. Okay, so you might be able to already work out what the next number is going to be. You might know it straight away, or you might have checked on the 100 square. Either way is absolutely fine. But let's also count our representations to check. So we've still got 2 10s, 10, 20, counting on 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Did you already think it was going to be 29? Well done if you did. So far we've got 28, 29. And if we look up on our 100 square, then we've got 28, 29. It's the next number. Oh, so can we work out the next number then? So what I'd like you to do is pause the screen here to work out what the next 4 numbers are going to be when we're counting forwards. Remember to check the representation by counting, using your counting in 10 skills and counting on, and also using your 100 square to check. Okay, so pause here. Right, how did you get on? Let's see if you were right. So we have 28, 29, then we've got 30. And we can see that one quite clearly because this time there are 3 10s and 0 1s. So 28, 29, 30, then next is 31, then 32 and 33. Did you manage to get all of those as well? Excellent work. Okay, now we're counting backwards. We have some pictures of, more food pictures. Chips this time, boxes of chips. So let's do the same again. Now I can see, looking at these pictorial representations, that I start off with 4 boxes with 10 in each box. And as I move along, oh look, now I've only got 3. And then as I look further along, there's still only 3 boxes, and there's even less individual chips. So I think we're counting backwards here. So first of all, let's work out what this number represents. Now we've got, how many 10s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. So let's count in 10 to work out what 4 10s is. 10, 20, 30, 40. So we're starting with 40. And if we look at our 100 square, then we've got 40 here. So you might know what the next number is going to be already if we're counting backwards. I'm so sorry, I had to pause the video there because my cat was about to eat something that he shouldn't. Where were we? So we started off with 40 and we're counting backwards. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Right, yes, and if we look at our 100 square as well, here's 40, and the number that comes before it, 39. That's right, because we're counting backwards. So what's the next number going to be? That's right, 38. There are 38 chips. Now, can you pause the video here to see what the next 3 numbers are going to be if we're counting backwards? Okay, so we've got 40, 39, 38, then 37. Did you get that? And 36 and 35. I'm checking on the 100 square. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. Okay, did you remember to count the chips as well to check? Good, I hope so. Right. So now we're practicing counting forwards with a number track. So filling in a blank number track with the numbers that we need to count forwards. So here's an example, starting with 41, counting forward, and again, use the 100 square to help you if you need to. If you don't, then that's even better. So starting with 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Now let's have a look at this number track. We're starting with 28. And remember, we are counting forward, so the numbers need to be getting bigger and going up by 1 each time, counting in ones. So pause here to work out what the missing numbers are going to be. Okay, let's fill it in together. So after 28 should be 29, then 30, then 31, then 32. Numbers are a little bit all over the place, aren't they? Then 33, then 34, 35, 36, and 37. Was that what you got? Great, if it was, brilliant. And now we're going to be counting backwards with a number track. So here's the example. Again, we're starting from 41, counting backwards, so the numbers get smaller each time. We're counting backwards by 1 each time. So 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32. Okay, now it's your turn. So we're starting with 28, and then the number we're going to stop at is 19. So we can tell that we're counting backwards because 19 is less than 28. So can you now pause the screen to work out what the missing numbers are? Okay, how should you work it out? Did you just know? Did you check on 100 square? Let's see if you were right. So after 28 should be 27, then 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, and then 19. Okay. Right, have a look at these 2 number tracks. We'll look at the top one first. And there is a mistake. Can you spot what the mistake is? What would be the easiest way to spot it? Would it be just to look at the numbers randomly, or would it be to start at one end and work your way along? It would be to start at one end, wouldn't it? So let's see, we'll do this one together and then we can have a go at doing this one independently. So we've got 27, 28, 29, 20, 31. Oh no, that shouldn't be 20, should it? What should it be? That's right, it should be 30. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Much better. Okay, your turn now to spot the mistake in this number track. And remember, if you want to use 100 square, if you need to use 100 square, please do use it. Okay, so pause the video, work out what the mistake is here. Okay, let's count along and find out. So we've got 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. There's a number missing, isn't there? What's that number? Yes, it's missing from here, and it is the number 43. Did you work that one out? Amazing. Okay, I think this is the last activity before we move on to our assignments. Yes, so again, here's our section of 100 square. Use it if you need to find out what comes after 35. What comes after 35? So we need to look for the number 35 and then see what the next number is. So where is 35? It's in the 30s. So which row has the 30s? Here it is. Look along. There's 35. So what comes after 35? 36. 36. And then what about this number? What does this number say? It says 22. Okay, so what comes after 22? Now you know what you need to do. Pause the screen to find what comes after 22. Okay, so if you find 22, there's 22, and the next number is 23. That's right. And then what about this number? What does this number say? It says 49. So what comes after 49? Pause the screen if you need to find what comes after 49. So here is 49, and the next number comes after is 50. Now we're going to swap around and find numbers that come before these numbers. So what does this number say? It says 13. So if you're finding the number that comes before 13, again, we need to find 13 first. And here is 13. And this time we're looking this side, number 12. Okay, so the number that comes before 13 is 12. And again, now we know what we're doing. We're finding the number that comes before. Can you find the number before this number? So pause here to have a go. Okay, so this is the number 39. Where's the number 39 on our 100 square? Look down the rows. Here are the 30s. 39. What number comes before 39? 38. And then finally, what does this number say? It says 41. Can you pause here to find what number comes before 41? Okay, this one's a bit trickier, isn't it? Because 41 comes at the beginning of this row, or the start of this row. So where do we look to find the number that comes before this number? We need to look at the end of the row that came before it. So here is the row before it. Look right at the end, 40. So it's the same as taking away that 1. 41, take away 1. 40. So we've gone from 4 10s and 1 1 to 4 10s and 0 1s. Okay, great work everyone. So now it's time to head on over to Teams to complete today's assignment. Okay, thanks guys. See you later. Have a nice day.